In Paris, you can also rent scooters online, and since we
Like a
bought,
moped.
or yeah, it's a moped, but we're trying to figure out if we are going to die if we use that.
We will die.
High likelihood that we're going to get run over by a taxi for sure.
Welcome back to another episode of This Dinky Life. Today we are in Paris. Today's our first day in Paris. We just got here, and we're here at the Sacré-Coeur, which is this beautiful white basilica on a hill. I'm sure everybody's seen it somewhere. It's beautiful, so we're just gonna go up and explore. This is Alan's first time to Paris, my second time. Alan's initial thoughts so far are chaotic.
Definitely very chaotic. It's kind of like a New York City vibe, but more chaotic, more energy. It's also September, which I read is like the most lively of all times in Paris because a lot of people are just coming back from vacation, so they're refreshed and they're just out and about and want to do things with their friends. And it's really good weather. So my first impressions of this thing is it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I didn't realize there's this whole big like park area in front, but apparently this is where all the pickpocketers are. So be careful. Talking to myself. Also, a cool thing that they have here in Paris are scooters that you can rent. And so we got a 30-day pass, and because we're going to be here for 6 full days, and it just works out to only be like 36 or 39 euros for the entire month. So it's a lot cheaper than public transport, and it's easier to get around because the metro stations here aren't like the closest to where we want to go. So it ends up being really good. We're staying near the Moulin Rouge, and then we just took the scooter over here, and it was really easy. So highly recommended.
Hills are a little bit tricky.
Hills are a little bit tricky, and we're on a hill, so that's interesting. Made it to the very top of the steps, and we're about to go inside of the cathedral, Sacré-Coeur. So, interesting story that just happened. So I was just filming and not really filming anything, just filming like the surroundings. And then there was these guys who were trying to play tricks on tourists, right? So I guess they were trying to put bracelets on people, and it seems like that's what their gig was, to try to distract people and
pickpocket.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
There's a whole gang of them.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them. Yeah, I was just filming, and then I guess they weren't real happy about that because obviously they don't want to be on camera.
Because they're scammers.
Yeah, so they kind of came up to me and started trying to intimidate me, and Melissa doesn't like when I do this because I kind of am kind of aggressive back because I don't like people intimidating me either. So anyway, it wasn't a big deal. I just pretended to delete a photo and then just left. But they were pretty, adamant.
Well, they surrounded us, and they're much taller than us. And the whole time I was like, they're trying to steal something from us. So I had my hand on my bag. That's pretty much how I walk around when I travel anyway.
So I didn't feel like in danger or anything like that. It was just kind of an interesting situation. So definitely something to be aware of. Obviously we have a camera, we have stuff that we're filming to make a vlog and take photos and stuff. But yeah, just something to be aware of, and not a big deal. Just it happens.
It could have been though. They could have taken your camera.
Yeah, I could have, but I wasn't gonna let them do that. Inside of this cathedral, it's actually pretty impressive. And now we are gonna go walk to a different square kind of behind the main steps area, because hopefully that area will be a little bit quieter and we can get some better photos over there. So around the Sacré-Coeur is this neighborhood called, we're trying to figure out how to...
Montmartre?
Montmartre?
No.
How do you say it?
Montmartre?
Okay.
With an R-E at the end?
Close enough, but it's supposed to be a pretty cool little area. So we're just kind of walking around, trying to get away from all the crowds, but it's pretty touristy anyways.
I have this. When my friend studied abroad in, where she studied? Grenoble. She came to Paris and
I always thought you bought it.
No.
We had this in our bathroom for the longest time.
Yeah.
I kept staring at it. I was like, oh, okay. In Paris, you can also rent scooters online, and since we bought, it's a moped, but we're trying to figure out if we are going to die if we use that.
We will die.
High likelihood that we're going to get run over by a taxi for sure. So we're not going to do that. We're going to instead ride a Lime scooter to the Arc de Triomphe, where we actually have a very exciting thing, but we'll talk about that when we get there. What do you think of this Montmartre area?
I think it's really cute. It's very Parisian, like old village Paris. Probably the most Parisian streets you will find.
Yeah, and then you have something in your hair.
Probably from the street sweepers.
Yeah. Alright, so we made it to
the Arc de Triomphe, and it looks a little bit different than what you would normally see, and that's because it's an art exhibit right now. It's covered in fabric. This idea came from a well-known artist named Christophe. Like, he had this idea 60 years ago, and he just recently died, I think in 2020, and his dreams have now been realized. Just a few weeks through early October, the Arc de Triomphe is draped in fabric. I mean, I actually think it looks pretty cool.
Just not what you're used to. So hopefully you guys can hear me, because we rode the scooters over here and I put my camera in my backpack, and I guess for some reason the mic broke off, like it just snapped off, but it's okay. It's not a super expensive mic or anything. So hopefully you guys can still hear me, but we're here at the Arc de Triomphe because we're doing something really unique and special, which is...
We'll tell you when we get there.
Dang, leading people on. It's definitely really cool. For my first experience of the Arc de Triomphe, Melissa was just saying we probably won't see it like this in forever, so really unique. There's a lot of people here though, because it's kind of like around sunset, so with the photographers and basically everybody's just like taking big pictures from wherever. So you can see that back there. There's a whole bunch of people back there as well, so really nice day today though.
Wrong. The name of the artist is not Christophe, it's Christo. C-H-R-I-S-T-O.
But yeah, we've just been walking around, basically taking photos from like every angle. But yeah, they put up these fences also so people don't get too close and go in traffic and everything.
Something very unique today. We are going on a dinner and sightseeing tour. It's called the Bustronome. We will sit on the top deck of this bus and have a 6-course dinner while the bus drives slowly around Paris and visits all of the major attractions. The top deck has glass on the sides and the top, so we'll be able to see everything. It'll go in front of the Eiffel Tower at night when it's sparkling. My cousin lives here in Paris. She was born here, she's Parisian, and she has done this and says that even for a Parisian, this is fantastic. The food is really good and the service is also really good. So I'm excited to do this. I've been to Paris before. I've seen all of the major sites, and I'm excited Alan's never been to Paris. This is his first time, so he'll be seeing all of the sights for the first time. The only thing he has seen today is the Arc de Triomphe. So you'll be seeing the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, like all of that. It's gonna be really cool. I'm so excited.
And it's literally right here by the Arc de Triomphe. Yeah, like Melissa said, I don't know what's gonna happen on this tour, but I mean, it looks awesome. Like the bus is decked out, the chef is downstairs preparing all the food, and so we're excited. It's not the most inexpensive thing ever, but it's about €100 per person.
And that's without the wine pairing?
Yeah.
With the wine pairing, it's €130 a person, which we opted not to do.
But it's not bad. I mean, you get a combination of dinner. Was it 6 courses?
6 courses.
6 courses plus a tour around Paris around dusk, which is the most beautiful time. And so you're doing it. It's a very unique experience. So I think for that price, I think it probably will be well worth it. I'm super excited. Let's go get checked in and see what this is all about.
I'm so excited.
For what?
This whole bus experience. It's just so unique. We're going to go to all of these sites, and they give you a pen.
Oh, I was wondering what that was.
Put it on there and you listen to it.
So all the seats are on the very top of the bus, and it looks amazing. We were the second people on the bus, second couple, and we were able to get some photos of the bus empty. Really cool. How are you enjoying your meal and bus ride?
It's been very good so far. The bus ride is nice because it goes very slow. Beautiful. This is my first time to see the Eiffel Tower sparkling at night. And
I think the word is magical.
yes, it's very good.
So we're here inside the main, I guess, square inside the Louvre. You can just come here without having tickets at all. Actually it's a pass through between 2 streets. But coming in here, man, I'm very impressed. Very impressed.